So before going to the innovation, let me say the constant, what are the problems, why we are not going for innovations, and rightly pointed out by our director, we are having very less herd strength, 1 to 5 animals, 1 से 5 एनिमल 95% फार्मर्स आर कीपिंग, 5 से ज़्यादा एनिमल सिर्फ 5% फार्मर के पास है। ज़मीन धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है, फॉडर की अवेलेबिलिटी कम हो रही है, पास्चर लैंड कम हो रही है, जो भी फॉडर मिलता है हाई रेट पे मिलता है, और ये जो हमारा ग्रोइंग डिमांड एंड सप्लाई है वो गैप बढ़ती जाती है। तो हमें कोई भी इनोवेशन करना है और सस्टेनेबल होना है तो कोई भी इनोवेशन कैसा चाहिए, इको फ्रेंडली, फार्मर्स फ्रेंडली, मोर प्रोडक्टिव एंड सेल्फ रिलायंट, आत्मनिर्भर होना चाहिए। कोई भी इनोवेशन हो तभी सस्टेन होगा, नहीं तो सस्टेन नहीं होगा। कोई भी हमें टेक्नोलॉजी करना है तो इट शुड बी एडोप्टिव टू एनिमल हेल्थ एंड प्रोडक्शन। सभी सीजन में चलना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि मानसून में चले या विंटर में चले, दूसरे सीजन में नहीं चले, सभी सीजन में चलना चाहिए। प्रॉपर बायोवेस्ट डिस्पोजल्स होना चाहिए एंड इंटीग्रेटिंग फार्मिंग सिस्टम। सपोज आप अब अगर 1-2 जानवर लगते हैं, उसके साथ छोटा सा पॉन्ड बना दीजिए, उसमें बफेलो बॉयलिंग करने जाएगी तो फिश का भी काम होगा। तो थोड़ा इंटीग्रेटेड करना पड़े। कोई कभी आप पोल्ट्री फार्म कर रहे हैं तो इसकी ड्रॉपिंग्स काम लगेगी, ऐसा करके कोई इंटीग्रेटिंग फार्मिंग सिस्टम करोगे तो इट विल बी मोर प्रॉफिटेबल। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सो दीज आर द गुड जनरल एनिमल प्रैक्टिस, देन हेल्दी लिविंग कंडीशंस, सेफ एनिमल फीड, एनिमल हेल्थ एंड एनिमल वेलफेयर। इफ यू कंसीडर ये सब का आप ध्यान रखोगे तो यू कैन गो फॉर बेटर एनिमल हस्बेंड्री प्रैक्टिसेस, इट विल मोर प्रॉफिटेबल, आपको ज़्यादा नफा मिल सकता है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। So these are the I am just giving glimpses what we are doing. Shepherd is taking sheep in grazing land and we are putting that dry fodder, हम उसके ऊपर अपने जो है ना उस पर ऊपर रख देते हैं। ये हमारा अभी का जो हम कर रहे हैं वो बता रहा हूँ। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सो एज राइटली पॉइंटेड आउट, मैडम ने बताया कि 60% अभी मिल्क का जो है अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में है और 40% ही सिर्फ ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में है। अगर ज़्यादातर अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में रहेगा तो इसमें इनोवेशन जल्दी होगा नहीं, होगा तो जो भी प्रॉब्लम है वो बाहर जल्दी से आएगा नहीं, क्योंकि 60% तो मिल्कमैन कर रहा है, 40% ही ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर के पास है। अगर ज़्यादा इनोवेशन करना है तो दे शुड कम अंडर वन अम्ब्रेला, अगर वो आएंगे तो ज़्यादा इनोवेशन हो सकता है। और वेस्ट भी बहुत होता है कभी कभी, ये मिल्कमैन है, ये पेरिसेबल आइटम है और वेस्ट ज़्यादा होता है। तो हमें 2024 तक, अभी जो मैडम ने बताया 198 मिलियन मैट्रिक टन हमारा मिल्क प्रोडक्शन है, इसको 300 तक ले जाना पड़ेगा। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सो दिस इज जस्ट पर कैपिटा अवेलेबिलिटी जो 275 था, अभी हम 400 क्रॉस कर रहे हैं। 198 मिलियन मैट्रिक टन का भी मिल्क प्रोडक्शन हमारा हो रहा है। और ये जो अभी कोविड था तो जो टेक्नोलॉजी थोड़ी बहुत है हमारे पास, हालांकि वेस्टर्न कंट्री जैसी टेक्नोलॉजी है, पर जो भी थोड़ी बहुत है, लेबर नहीं थे कोविड के दौरान, पैंडेमिक था, फिर भी दूध का प्रोसेस होता रहा, पास्चुराइज होता रहा और घर घर तक पहुंचा, अपने फार्मर्स को पैसा डेली मिलता रहा। एंड बिकॉज ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री, पशुपालन की वजह से ही ये फार्मर्स जो गांव के सस्टेन कोविड के दौरान रहे। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। नेक्स्ट। सो दिस इज द थिंग्स वी विल डू। इनोवेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं भाई? अगर आपको फार्मर्स के लिए कहता हूं तो इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स अब वो स्मार्ट है, इनाफ भी है। फिर अभी हम ड्रोन का बहुत अभी प्रचार हो रहा है, हम ड्रोन हमारे हस्बेंड्री प्रैक्टिस में ही कर सकते हैं। मैंने पहले बताया कि हमारा हर्ड साइज कम है, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम होता है। पहले इंग्लिश पिक्चर देखते हैं ना, काउ बॉय, वो पूरा 300-400 काउ को लेके चाहता था, तो उसकी जगह हम ड्रोन यूज कर सकते हैं। ड्रोन की वजह पता भी चलता है मेरे यहाँ से 1 किलोमीटर दूर भाई पास्चर लैंड है, वहाँ जा सकते हैं। मेरा मीन्स एनिमल कहीं पे खो जाएगा, स्टोलन हो जाएगा, कोई बाहर आएगा, वो सब जैसे मीन्स एग्रीकल्चर में होता है वैसे हम ड्रोन हमारे इसमें भी यूज करते हैं। लेकिन हमारा बस एक ही कंस्ट्रेंट है, साइज कम है। तीसरा आपको बताऊं कि हेल्थ ट्रैकिंग डिवाइस इनाफ भी है और डिवाइस भी आते हैं, RFID भी हम यूज करते हैं। और ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी अभी केरला ने भी चालू किया, मिल्क, फिश और वेजिटेबल्स ब्लॉकचेन। आप सब बिटकॉइन को जानते हैं, वैसे ये क्या ना पूरी सिस्टम बनी हुई है कि जो अपने स्मार्टफोन से कोड करेगा तो उसको पता चल गया ये कहाँ से आया, उसका क्या प्रोडक्ट है, क्या से उसका क्या क्वालिटी है, सब आपको पता चल गया है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। So this is regarding I told that Internet of Things, BioSmart is a caller, when means that animal is wears that collar, हीट डिटेक्शन 90% श्योर हो जाता है। उसमें क्या ना कि आपको प्रॉब्लम रियल टाइम मॉनिटरिंग होता है, फिर मूवमेंट ऑफ द एनिमल यू कैन सी। जब हीट डिटेक्शन होता है, क्योंकि एनिमल में क्या होता है, अगर एक बार हीट चली गई, आर्टिफिशियल इंजेक्शन नहीं हुआ, तो फिर से आपको 28 दिन के बाद रिपीट करना पड़ता है, तो ब्रीडिंग एफिशिएंसी बढ़ता है। तो ये बहुत स्मार्ट का जो कॉलर है वो पहनाएंगे तो मूवमेंट पता चलेगा, ब्रीडिंग एफिशिएंसी भी बढ़ेगी। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। आई टोल्ड रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी कॉलर भी आप रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी कॉलर भी पहना सकते हैं, इवन चिप्स भी आती है, तो आप लगा दोगे तो क्या ना कि उसमें ट्रांसपोर्टर रहता है, ट्रांसमीटर रहता है, रिसीवर रहता है, आप इजीली कैन डिटेक्ट मूवमेंट ऑफ द एनिमल टू। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। So this is regarding means I told enough, that is information network of animal production and health, that is developed by NDDB, and I told about BIOTECHNOLOGY also. Next please. So this is a cattle monitor. I told regarding drone. We can use drone where the pasture land is available. You can very well make out your animals, कहाँ पे animal हमारा घूम रहा है, वो भी आप देख सकते हैं। Next please. ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी, आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड कि केरला में अभी पूरा स्टार्ट हो गया है। यू कैन जस्ट स्कैन थ्रू योर स्मार्टफोन, और वो मिल्क प्रोडक्शन होता है, कहाँ से होता है, ये कहाँ कितने किलोमीटर दूर से आया है, वो भी आपको पता चल जाएगा पूरी टेक्नोलॉजी। क्योंकि अभी क्वालिटी, अभी पहले क्या था कि पहले पैसे देखते थे, अभी पैसे नहीं देखते। इफ यू विल गिव क्वालिटी, अगर क्वालिटी दोगे तो 100 रुपीज़ लीटर पे भी आपको मीन्स लेने वाले है। तो अभी पर्सन्स आर मीन्स हैविंग क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। So this is a very good technology and very safe technology, means I can say minimal cost. Suppose milk is a perishable item है, तुरंत ही बिगड़ जाती है, तो फ्रेश है, बिगड़ गई है, इवन पास्चुराइज है, तो क्वालिटी पास्चुराइज हुआ कि नहीं वो भी आपको पता चलेगा। उसमें मिल्क में अल्कलाइन फॉस्फेट रहता है, तो एक फिल्टर पेपर का एक पूरा टेक्नोलॉजी IIT गुवाहाटी से डेवलप किया हुआ है। इवन अभी तो मोती जो दूधसागर डेयरी ने बनाया है, वो भी 90 डेज तक अभी आपको मिल्क प्रिजर्व कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। This is regarding some of the innovative techniques, that digital feed monitoring solutions, dairy farm management technology, even robotic milking. आज मैंने अभी मैं देख रहा तो about 50,000 milkers, of course in Western country, have purchased robotic for milking, and it can reduce cost. इसकी वजह 40% लेबर कॉस्ट, क्योंकि आज लेबर का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, तो 40% लेबर कॉस्ट डाउन होती है। हालांकि इसका कॉस्ट अभी मैंने देखा तो करीब 1.2 करोड़ का आता है, 1 लाख डॉलर का जनरली होता है, पर इट कैन रिड्यूस इन लॉन्ग रन, इट विल बी वेरी मच बेनिफिशियल टू लास्ट ऑफ ऑनर्स। देन रिड्यूसिंग मिथेन एमिशन, मिथेन स्क्रबर्स आर अवेलेबल नाउ। सो एवरीबडी स्टेइंग, इंडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा लाइफ ऑफ पॉपुलेशन है, अगर ये भी हम यूज़ करना शुरू करें, धीरे धीरे वो कम होगा मिथेन स्क्रबर, तो वो भी हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं। देन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक रुमिनेंट बोलस for identification of animal, IT based dairy supply chain technology. So these are the things can be innovative, and we can use it in future when air strength will be increased. Next please. So rightly informed by our madam, and it was already inaugurated. ये अभी हमने 14 तारीख को इनोग्रेट किया है लेबोरेटरी एट पाटन। तो मैडम ने बताया वैसे कि भाई अभी हमें फीमेल ज़्यादा मिलेगी, 90% we will get female. Chances are that only 10% males will be there. So now what means, males are almost in roads पे रहते हैं। वो मेल्स जो आते हैं वो कॉम्पीट करते हैं फीमेल के साथ, और फीमेल के साथ मीन्स फीड फॉडर के लिए कॉम्पीट करते हैं, तो जो फीमेल को फॉडर चाहिए वो भी दे नहीं पाते थे। तो ये कंपटीशन कम होगा, इवन बायोसिक्योरिटी बढ़ेगी। हम जो बाहर से लाते हैं, पंजाब से जानवर लाते हैं, फीमेल लाते हैं, हेफर्स लाते हैं, वो भी कम हो जाएगा। तो ये सेक्स सॉर्टेड सीमेंट से अभी फीमेल घर पे ही मीन्स मिलना शुरू हो जाएगा। इवन वी आर प्लानिंग के भाई नेक्स्ट 2-3 साल में एम्ब्रियो ऑन व्हील्स, हम एम्ब्रियो प्रिजर्व करेंगे, और अगर मीन्स एनिमल हिट में है तो हम उसको डायरेक्ट ट्रांसप्लांट कर सकते हैं एम्ब्रियो भी। अभी मैंने मैडम बताया सेक्स सॉर्टेड सीमेन, मल्टीपल ओव्यूलेशन, एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफर। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, जीनोमिक स्टडी, इवन डे ओल्ड विद इन 1 वीक वी कैन से कि ये जो पाड़ी है के वाछड़ी है, उसको अगर हम अच्छा एनवायरमेंट देंगे तो वो अच्छा प्रोडक्शन मिल्क दे सकती है। वो डे ओल्ड में कर सकते हैं, और इवन जिन मैपिंग कर सकते हैं, जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग कर सकते हैं, और डिजीज टॉलरेंट और हीट टॉलरेंस एनिमल भी हम भी ये कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। नेक्स्ट, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट ऑलरेडी एनडीबी ने डेवलप किया। अगर आपके पास 10 जानवर है तो यू कैन हैव कॉम्प्रेस बायोगैस। So you can have complete full day your meal on gas. Then vermicomposting you can think of, integrated farming system can be done. Next please. So these are some of the apps, eGopala, then Pasu Posan by NDDB. Next. Even Kamden University has got means Facebook Live every Tuesday and Friday. If you have any problem, जो भी पशुपालक है, पशुपालन में कोई पण प्रॉब्लम है तो कामधेनु university संपर्क કરી શકે છે. અમે દર મંગળવારે અને શુક્રવારે ફેસબુક પર અમે એક પ્રશ્ન લઈને તમને માહિતી આપીએ છીએ. તમારી પણ કોઈ પણ પ્રશ્ન હોય તો તમે કામધેનુ university લખી શકો છો. અમે તેના પર આપણે માહિતી પૂરી પાડીશું. નેક્સ્ટ પ્લીઝ. આ બધી આપણે સ્ટાર્ટઅપ્સ જ્યાં મોદી સાહેબે પણ કીધું કે બધા સ્ટાર્ટઅપ ચાલુ છે, આપણે એનિમલ હસબન્ડરી સેક્ટરના સ્ટાર્ટઅપ્સ ચાલુ થયા છે. નેક્સ્ટ પ્લીઝ. સો થેન્ક યુ ઓલ ફોર પેશન્સ હિયરિંગ. થેન્ક યુ.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kamdhenu University. We have with us Shri Nalin Upadhyay, IAS, Secretary, Department of Cooperation, Animal Husbandry, Cow Breeding and Fisheries, Government of Gujarat. We welcome you, sir, at this particular session. And Dr. D.P. Desai, IAS and Registrar, Cooperative Society, Government of Gujarat. We welcome you, sir, on this plenary session. Our next speaker is Ms. Michelle Genezik, India Resident Director, SERAP India Private Limited. May I request her to share her expert views, please.
Good afternoon to all the panelists. As I said, I must say that I feel honored to be among you today. Really honored that government of Gujarat has invited me to be with you. It is recompensating 17 years of work with India, and in fact, I will attend the 9 Vibrant Gujarat, and I have taken the delegation of Vibrant Gujarat to France 4 times this year. So I'm really feeling very happy, and I hope I will bring the investor that I always do. So good afternoon, all the panelists. So I hope I'm bringing you good. I think you are farmers, dairies, and I normally work for you. The presentation I'm going to do today is on transfer of know-how and technology that we've been doing in India. One of the model is SERAP India. So this, my presentation is on transfer of technology and know-how, and also exportation that we can do in being following very strictly the certification and testing that we have in Europe. So I came to India to work with SERAP in 2005 when SERAP wanted to explore its implementation in India, the world producer of milk. Next. So the vocation of SERAP Group is to deliver to its customer solutions for the preservation and processing of food, cosmetic, and pharmaceutical liquids. In India, we are only in processing of food. Next. So the SERAP is a family company. In fact, it's a son of a farmer who decided he should cool the milk, who has developed a bulk milk cooler in 1963, and it has become what it is now. So the turnover, consolidated turnover of SERAP is 2021 is 50 million euro. We have 526 employees all over the world. So 260 in France, we have 100 in India, 132 in Brazil, not more than 100, 126. Rest is Mexico, Chile, and Russia. So our activities, and especially in India, is more mainly bulk milk cooler, tanks and equipment for wine and making wine. We are not doing it in India now. It is in France only. We have developed cryogenic also with air liquid. We do it in France mainly. And we are going to start the process of tank for food processing in India very soon. So, and we do a lot of support to our activity. Next. So we do then our knowledge, our skill is stainless steel food quality boilers, certified calibration. This is very, very important for especially the milk tank and BMC. Pressurized tanks, high pressure thermal exchanger, cooling systems, automated electric and electronic control, CIP automatic washing system, composite insulation structures. Next. So we are in 100 countries with 3 plants in France, 1 in Brazil, 1 in India, of course, and we have a workshop for assembling in Mexico, in Chile and Belarus. We have some office also where we do some assembling as well. Next. So by the cheese we are making, it's always then cooling. It is atmosphere and ambience that we have to work on cooling and warming atmosphere or air, okay? Next. So our turnover is 50 million euro, mainly 74% in bulk milk cooler, 3% in food industrial process, winemaking is 10%, 1% in cryogenic deep freezing with air liquid then, and 12% is the after-sale service. We have 6 departments of after-sale all around India at the moment. Next. So we are established in Alol. In fact, when we identify a land in Alol, we rented a facility there before constructing in 2020, last year, our facility. So we have a factory of 5,500 square meters of workshop and office and a land of 36,000 square meters. So our staff is 125 employees. Our managing director is Eric Ramaraju, a French man from Pondicherry. Next. Next. So the activity is mainly design, manufacturing and sale of bulk milk coolers and accessories for milk collection centers as per turnkey installation. So we are certified ISO 9001 and European International Cooling Certification. SERAP is, and the chairman with the middle there, is very strict on providing all over the world what we provide in France or Europe. So none of our BMC is coming out of the India factory without testing and certification like we do in Europe. Thanks to our R&D workshop, we certify all part purchased to suppliers to keep the European standard. So what we sell in India is having a European standard. Next. So you have to understand that to maintain good quality of milk and to prevent from bacterial growth, it is necessary to chill it immediately after milking from 35 degrees to 4 degrees Celsius in less than 3 hours, and then to maintain it at 4 degrees. So bulk milk cooler is an hygienic stainless steel container built to sanitary standards. It is insulated. Also it cools as per above standard. Also serves as a buffer storage prior to transfer milk for onward transportation and further processing by dairies. So using BMC is necessary to preserve quality of milk. It gives the possibility for dairies to process and deliver competitive and high quality dairy produce to consumer. Beneficiaries are Village Milk Cooperative Society, Milk Collection Center of private dairies and farms. Next. So the bacterial growth of milk is exponential the first hours after milking. That means the moment you don't cool the milk, the first hour, you have a lot of bacteria and germs coming out. Next. So in India, ISO 5708 standard of bulk milk cooler is 2A2. This is the cooling performance class suitable for Indian atmosphere and use. What is 2A2? So here, the milk tank is designed for daily collection, such that volume of each milking to be cooled is as under. Milking in the morning up to 10 a.m. is less 50% of the nominal capacity of the BMC. Milking in the evening is the other 50% of the same. The ambient temperature of outside temperature is between 5 degrees centigrade and 38 degrees maximum for optimal cooling time and 40 degrees centigrade maximum for cooling operation. So time taken to cool milk from 35 degrees down to 4 degrees should be less than 3 hours for each milking. Next. So the range of milk cooler that we manufacture in India is from 300 to 1500 liters. We have also for 2000 liter, we have two models. One is the SU that you see, it's a U shape, and we have it also in a round shape from 2000 to 10,000 liter with automatic washing system, OptiWash or Easy Wash. I will talk to you about the milk can cooler that we develop in India for remote farmers or specific milk. Then for 240 to 320 liters. And we have a heat recovery unit also. So we collect the water during the cooling, hot water to clean the BMC after all. Next. So this is an example of collection center where we have installed a 3,000 liter BMC with Amul. Next. We have a department of research and development and innovation. Next. So the refrigeration of milk can coolers by using milk can coolers is developed in India by our team, our SERAP India R&D team. Thanks to the work of the team, we were awarded in 2018 by CII National Cold Chain. It is patented. It was really very nice to see that in India, research and development can be done by our team only after a few years of establishment in India. Next. Milk and cooler. So it is equipped with high performance cooling unit and ice accumulation system. So cools milk from 35 degrees to 8 degrees this time in milk cans within 90 minutes. Cools any milk, cow, buffalo, goat, camel milk separately at the same time. It's a highly efficient way to collect milk from remote villages with poor electrical network, maintains good quality of milk in milk cans before transport to chilling hubs or bulk milk coolers, centers and dairies. Next. So this is the SERAP India Solar Milk cooling solution developed by our R&D in our factory. We have a team, Rakesh, that we love. He started with us in 2008. He's one of our first recruitment men, very faithful and very dynamic. Next. So we have developed an autonomous solar solution for milk cooling. Next. So this is a complete turnkey solution. Next. So solar milk cooler, as I said, is 240 liters and 320 liters with low energy compressor, insulated tank and cover, and ice battery. Next. So for the open cooling tank, we have developed a capacity of 300 to 1250 that we have tested and validated. We are in process to validate the 2000 liter. As I said, we don't have any BMC sale without validation. So next. So now in transferring to India, its French high technical level, SERAP International World Class is able to export from India. Today, SERAP India export to South Asia region, Indonesia, Thailand, Japan. Japan, it's a contract that SERAP was having with France for 30 years. Japan never wanted us to manufacture in India. We convinced them with the quality we can have in Japan, with an Indian team, that they could have the same BMC in Japan than in France, and we did it. Now we manufacture in Japan. So we also export in East African and West African coast, like Senegal, South America, Mexico, Colombia. Next. So we develop export from India, number one of milk producer country, to the countries I have already named. We are very competitive. So the two SERAP industrial plants, France and India, are specialized. In France, it's for large farms. In India, for small and middle-sized farms, milk collection center. So both feeds a logistic platform in Mexico, Latin America, to reduce delivery times and customize equipment after order. SERAP Brazil, we acquire in 2016 Plurinox, the number one in Brazil and Latin America. Next. So here some example of what we have installed in Indonesia and Thailand. Next. In Senegal, it's the first country who purchased our solar. So we have installed in a collection center a dozen of BMC from different capacity. Next. So what I would like you to understand is that 70% of what we eat goes through the cold chain between the field and our plate. 40% of fruit and vegetables are lost in India due to a lack of cold chain before reaching the consumer, compared to 12% in France. So 30% is in hygiene, training from collection through packaging, logistic, delivery. Next. Here, I must say that we have been very lucky to meet first time Amul. In 2006, Amul has registered the 5708 that BIS registered in 2019 officially. You are progressist, and that's what we love, and I still buy your milk and your butter. So in 2020, we discovered that BIS has no laboratory to register the standard, and that there is no laboratory in India with proper certification or testing units. So we signed an MOU with the government of Gujarat in 2019 to encourage the government, Gujarat and central government, to adopt proper standard for cold chain with strong regulation, which is major in food safety. So today, the government of Gujarat should provide support and facilities to develop a laboratory for testing and certification in cold chain. So you see that by the GEM, you will see what is the reverse of not having registered a standard. So GEM is now the mandatory platform for purchasing milk equipment. Without standard and certification, all players are registering in the platform, considering only L1 price, no consideration for industrial quality and food safety. From a government good initiative, GEM tool is becoming a nightmare for dairies and fair players. The government should boost the Indian food industry with policies to upgrade the technical quality and the food system. Now, my experience in listening to you for 48 hours is that you put certification, you put testing in all the food you collect, and you forgot the technology. Please do it. Make industrial to perform like the farmers. And then dairies and farmers will make money. So we wish to India to succeed, thanks to the adoption of safety food standard and certification that will upgrade its industrial production to boost its exportation. Bravo to India.
Thank you, Ms. Michelle. May I request Shri Jayan Mehta, Senior General Manager, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, to share his views, please.
Shri Nalin Upadhyay sir, Shri DP Desai sir, Dr. R.S. Sodhi, MD GCMMF, Dr. Falguni Ben, Dr. Kelawala, dignitaries on and off the dais, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first begin with congratulating Shri Nalin Upadhyay sir and the entire team for a grand success of this pre-vibrant event. I am witness to the preparations and the first meeting we had in Anand 2 months back, in which he had shared the vision and perspective of having such a great meeting here, and I'm happy to see it's been all realized so well in such a short time. Sir. The topic for today and the theme is the changing scenario of the dairy sector and the way forward for dairy exports from Gujarat. So we are now at the business end of the seminar, and now we are going to talk of how we are going to integrate all what has been discussed into business for our milk producers, and we are not limiting the vision to just a state of Gujarat or a country, but also looking at the global markets. And I have been asked to talk about the Amul Smart Dairy concept and innovations that have been brought in terms of infrastructure and technology, which will benefit both the farmers and help grow the business. So in this context, I'll share some of the insights of what we have been doing at Amul on a more practical way, so that we all get an idea of the direction in which we have to move as per the vision of this particular state. As we know, and we heard in Dr. Falguni Ben's presentation, world milk production is 906 million metric ton. India is about 200 million metric ton, which is 22% of the world's milk production. And organized sector handles close to 20% of total milk, which is 40 million tons. And Amul at 10 million metric tons is about 25% of the organized sector in India. So 5% or more than 5% of total milk in the world of India is handled by Amul, and about 1% of the total milk in the world is handled by Amul. But what this important revolution has done for India is that milk is the largest agricultural crop of India today. The value of output of milk is more than wheat, paddy, oil seeds put together. તો 8 લાખ કરોડ રૂપિયાનું આ બજાર છે જેમાં આ દૂધના વેપાર સાથે આપણે બધા જોડાયેલા છે અને આપણા ઘણા દૂધ ઉત્પાદકો પણ આજે હાજર છે. The model of Amul is known to you. Madam also shared in a presentation 18 district unions, 18,600 villages, 36 lakh farmers. And across India, this model was replicated under Operation Flood. And today, this has made a biggest product for the farmers. And more importantly, the success of India is that more than 80% share of the consumer's rupee goes to the producer. This is very, very unique to India, and milk producers get the largest share of the consumer's rupee as compared to anywhere in the world. The Amul, so we handle at Amul 250 lakh liters of milk per day from 36 lakh farmers. We are the 8th largest dairy processing company in the world, and the turnover last year of Amul brand was about 53,000 crores. It's been growing at the rate of 18 to 20% year on year for the last 10 years, which is a commendable thing. This shows the ranking of Amul among the top 10 dairy companies, 20 dairy companies of the world. Amul is Asia's largest dairy also, because the others are all behind us as far as the Asian companies are concerned. Next. Amul as a brand ranks 3rd largest brand, which is globally picked up from the shelf. દુકાનમાં જઈને લોકો ઘરાક ખરીદે કોઈ પણ પ્રોડક્ટ તો એનું રેન્કિંગ વર્લ્ડમાં કર્યું કે કેટલા લોકો કેટલી આઇટમો ખરીદે છે અને કેટલી વખત ખરીદે છે. તો વર્લ્ડની નંબર 1 બ્રાન્ડ છે કોકોકોલા, એના પછી ત્રીજા નંબરે અમૂલ આવે છે 5 બિલિયન ટાઈમ્સ, પણ એકચ્યુઅલી 14 બિલિયન ટાઈમ્સ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન થાય છે, કારણ કે દૂધના પાઉચ દુકાનના કાઉન્ટર પરથી આપણે ખરીદતા નથી. તો આમ જોતા આ વસ્તુ પ્રૂવ કરે છે કે ever since we started 75 years back, there has been a focus on brand building as well as consumer product sales, and as a result of which farmers realize better value for it and consumers get good quality products, and this is a proof of that. હવે વાત કરીએ સપ્લાય ચેનની, and this is what we have the theme of the day today. So Amul supply chain is 36 lakh farmers, 18,500 villages and 18 district unions on one side. Federation I'm keeping in the center. We work with 10,000 distributors, 1 million retail outlets and billions of customers. Now how is this supply chain digitally integrated? સમયની માંગ છે કે આપણે ટેકનોલોજીની સાથે ચાલીએ, તો છેલ્લા 10, 20, 25 વર્ષમાં કઈ રીતે we have integrated technology at every part, be it the farmer level in form of a farmer app or a common software for collection of milk at all the village cooperative societies, to using the technology of SAP to monitor entire transactions on the entire supply chain, to having apps for distributors, common software for selling the products in the market, a dairy trade portal for enabling business, a Amul cart-like app so that retailers can directly place the orders. I'll start with the vision that we had, that we have to work like an IT company in food business. તો 1995 માં જ્યારે અમે અમારું સ્ટ્રેટેજિક થ્રસ્ટ એરિયા અને વિઝન ડિઝાઇન કર્યું, ત્યારથી we had said that we should work and think like an IT company in food business. So the akhu supply chain from cow to customer, as you can see here, all the millions and billions of transactions, it is basically big data. And all this data is being assimilated, integrated into this particular system so that everybody in the entire supply chain works with only 2 objectives, either to reduce the cost or maximize the business. So એનાથી બંને ફાયદો થાય. If the cost comes down, the producers benefit. If the business increases, the trade channel partners benefit. And that's how we have been able to integrate all these particular transactions and the entire supply chain. The business starts with a smart dairy, in which you are able to have a seamless technology intervention of the farmer, village society and the dairy plant. તો મિલ્કિંગ મશીન્સનો બી વ્યાપ વધી રહ્યો છે. જે ટેન્કર્સ દૂધ કલેક્ટ કરવા જાય છે એમાં બી સોફિસ્ટિકેટેડ સિસ્ટમ મૂકી છે, એડલ્ટ્રેશન ના થઈ શકે, ટેમ્પરિંગ નહીં થઈ શકે, અને કઈ મંડળીનું દૂધ ક્યાંથી કલેક્ટ થયું અને એનો શું ડેટા આવ્યો એ QR કોડથી કંટ્રોલ થાય, કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિને ખબર ના પડે. એટલે મેનિપ્યુલેશન કે મોનિટરિંગની જે મેજર ઉણાપતિ સિસ્ટમમાં that has been covered now. Bulk milk coolers have been there in most of the things. તો 90% જે દૂધ આપણે કલેક્ટ થાય છે, ઇનફેક્ટ ગુજરાતમાં તો એનાથી વધારે, is all through BMCs. અને નવી ટેકનોલોજી લાવે છે, સેક્સ ટોટેડ સિમેન્ટનો બી વ્યાપ વધી રહ્યો છે. મોબાઈલ વર્લ્ડની ફર્સ્ટ મોબાઈલ સિમેન્ટ સોર્ટિંગ વેનનું અમૂલનું ગયા અઠવાડિયે ઇનોગ્રેશન થયું અમૂલ ખાતે. એમ્બ્રિયો ટ્રાન્સફર બી મોટા પાયે કરવામાં આવે છે અને ઇન્ડિયાના સૌથી મેક્સિમમ એમ્બ્રિયો ટ્રાન્સફર્સ અત્યારે ગુજરાતમાં અમૂલ ખાતે કરવામાં આવે છે. અને ઇઝ ઓફ ડુઈંગ મિલ્કિંગ એનડીડીબીની ગવર્મેન્ટ ઓફ ઇન્ડિયાની સ્કીમ્સના સપોર્ટ સાથે આ ટાઈપના મિલ્કો બાઇક કન્સેપ્ટ્સનો પણ ઉપયોગ હવે ધીરે ધીરે વધી રહ્યો છે. અને ગામ ખાતે ટેકનોલોજી, તમે ટેગિંગ છે એને જો ડિજિટલ ટેગિંગ કરી શકાય, ટેમ્પરેચરનું મોનિટરિંગ દૂરથી કરી શકાય, એએમસી સિસ્ટમ એ કોમન સોફ્ટવેર પર દૂધ ખરીદી શકાય, અને આ પ્રકારની દરેક લીટર દૂધ સભાસદ સવારે કે સાંજે ભરે એનો દરેકનો ડેટા ડેટા સિસ્ટમમાં મળે, ખેડૂતને એપ થકી મળે, સોસાયટીના સુપરવાઇઝરને પણ સેમ ડેટા મળે અને ડેરીની પ્લાન્ટમાં પણ સેમ ડેટા જાય. સો ઓલ ધીસ હેવ બીન ધેર વિચ ઇઝ હેલ્પિંગ અસ ઇન્ટિગ્રેટ ધ એન્ટાયર ટેકનોલોજી એટ ધ ગ્રાસરૂટ લેવલ. અને માર્કેટિંગની બ્રાન્ડની વાત કરીએ તો અમૂલ ટેકનોલોજીની સાથે નવા પ્રોડક્ટ્સ બનાવતું રહ્યું. પ્લાન્ટ્સ ટુડે વી હેવ 87 dairy plants and multiple technologies and production and processing technologies are being used to keep pace with the changing times and meet the requirements of the customer. And a lot of innovations happening continuously. તો પેન્ડેમિક હોય તો ઇમ્યુનિટી વધારવા માટે હલ્દી તુલસી જિંજરનું દૂધ લાવો, અથવા દૂધ અને સોડાને ભેગું કરીને સેલ્ઝર લોન્ચ કરો, અથવા સમયની જરૂરિયાત પ્રમાણે પંચામૃતને બી પેક કરો, અને નોન ડેરી પ્રોડક્ટ્સમાં પણ જવા માટે કરવું, એ પ્રકારનું કર્યું છે. એટલે કન્ટિન્યુઅસલી ન્યૂ પ્રોડક્ટ ડેવલપમેન્ટ ઇનોવેશન હેઝ બીન હેપનિંગ. વી લોન્ચ ઓલમોસ્ટ 2 products every month, and last 5 years more than 250 new products have been developed. અને ટેકનોલોજીની સાથે પ્રોસેસિંગની બી જરૂર પડે. પ્લાન્ટ્સમાં બલ્ક મિલ્ક સાઇલોઝ આપણે જોયા હોય તો જે સાઇલોઝની જગ્યામાં તમે 10 લાખ લીટર, 20 લાખ, 30 લાખ લીટર દૂધ લૂઝમાં લિક્વિડમાં ભરો, એટલી જ જગ્યામાં ઇફ યુ કેન હેવ 50 લાખ લીટર્સ ઓફ પેકેજ પ્રોડક્ટ્સ, તો આ ASRS રેકિંગ સિસ્ટમ પણ અમૂલની બધી ડેરીઓમાં છે. માનનીય હોમમંત્રીએ જસ્ટ 2 weeks બેક મધર ડેરી ખાતે આ પ્લાન્ટનું ઇનોગ્રેશન કરેલું, વિચ ઇઝ ધ મોસ્ટ મોડર્ન ASRS સિસ્ટમ. નેક્સ્ટ. અને સિમિલરલી ડેશબોર્ડથી આખું મોનિટરિંગ થાય છે, અને દરેક જગ્યાએ ડેરીનું ડેશબોર્ડ હોય કે ફેડરેશનનું ડેશબોર્ડ હોય, બધા પેરામીટર્સનું લાઈવ મોનિટરિંગ